Okay, so we have Pascal's triangle. How Pascal's triangle starts is a 1, and then it goes 1, 1. Now 1 plus 1 is 2. And their 1's come down again, and 1 plus 2 is 3. 2 plus 1 is 3. See how it goes? So when you get down to the 6th row, let me know. The top row is row 0. If you want to try to do this, make the 6th row on your own, that would be fine. On your test, I'll probably ask you to construct up to the 8th row.
Ooh, that's easy.
It should be easy. So what is the 6th row going to be?
Oh, I already made this.
1,
I
6.
thought we kept going.
20.
Yeah, you can keep going.
6,
And then the 7th row would be 1, 7, 21, 35, 21, 7. Nope, 21. That's what I get for trusting you. Wait. 7, 21, 35, 35. There's 2 35s.
Yep.
35, 21, 7, 1. Okay, so what this is used for? Is everyone good to listen now?
Yeah.
Okay, so what this is used for, we can use Pascal's triangle to expand polynomials. So I gave you some rules yesterday on like squares of sums or differences, right? I gave you a rule on difference of squares, right? I gave you a rule on sum or difference of cubes. But what if I gave you x minus 4 to the 5th? That means you would have to do x minus 4, x minus 4, x minus 4, x minus 4, x minus 4. So I'd have to do this, and then answer times that, and this answer times that, and then this answer times that. That'd be a lot, right? We can use this to help us make it quicker. Now, it doesn't do it for us. It makes it quicker. Okay? So, what these do, if I have x minus 4 to the 5th, I go to the 5th row. So I start at what row?
The 5th.
Nope, I started at 0. We got to make sure, because on your test, when I say construct the Pascal's triangle to the 8th row,
That'd be 9 rows.
that would be 9 rows if you count the top. That's really important to know. Okay, because if I say 8th row and you give me 1, 9, 17, you're wrong, because that is the 9th row. Does that make sense? Okay, so we're on the 5th row. So 5th row has a 1 and a what? 5. The number of rows is right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. See it? Okay, so because they all have 1s on the outside, so you have to go the next one in. We also can calculate probabilities with this. We will not be doing that yet, but we can use it to calculate probabilities also. If I would say 5 choose 3, so the probability of having 5 things and choosing 3 of them, I would go to the 5th row and go over 0, 1, 2, 3, and the probability would be 10. Or how many ways I could do it, would be 10. It does that, but we're not going to do that yet. So there's lots of things you can do with it. So what we have here in this row, because there is a 5 here, and we are on the 5th row, this tells me the coefficients. Okay, tells me the first coefficient. There's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 terms. And it's going to be 1, 5, 10, 10, 5, 1. Now, if you notice real quick, any even number rows, how many terms are in the row?
Odd.
Odd. There's an odd number. Any odd row, there is a what? Even. Okay? So those are my coefficients. So we also know when we multiply out polynomials that one variable, the powers go what? Down, don't they? So they go down. And one variable, the power goes up. So one is going down and one is going up. The one on the front is going what? Down, and the one on the back is going up. So we can use those patterns and these coefficients to multiply this out without multiplying. How many times was that? Was that 4 times we had to multiply, or 5?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to show you how to do it. You can just watch this first time. We have plenty of examples, okay? So we start with a 1. So you say 1 times x to the first, negative 4, not first, x to the what? What number are we on? 5, right?
Fifth.
So x to the 5th, negative 4 to the 0. So x is going to go what? The powers are going to go down. Negative 4, the powers are going to go up. Got me? Okay. Oh, I need to rewrite this a little further down. It's going to run into my Pascal's triangle over. So 1 x to the 5th, negative 4 to the 0. Plus, always plus because the minus or whatever will play out in the math. Got it? Okay, so my next coefficient is 5. And then x to the 4th and negative 4 to the first. Plus, what's my next coefficient? 10. X to the 3rd, negative 4 to the 2nd. Plus, next coefficient? 10. X to the negative 4 to the 3rd. Plus 5. X to the 1st, negative 4 to the 4th. Plus 1. X to the 0, negative 4 to the 5th. Okay, so before I do this, there's some things I'm going to check before I do the math. I'm going to stand up here so I can point. So first of all, do I have 1, 5, 10, 10, 5, 1?
Yep.
Yes, check. X is my first term. If that was 2x, I would be doing the thing to both the 2 and the x. Got it? So, starting at 5, because that's what I have, do I go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Yep.
Anything to the 0 is what, guys?
1.
1. Okay? Putting it there for right now so we can see it. Got it? Now, my next term is negative 4. Bring the power with it. If it's positive, obviously you're not going to write positive 4, but negative, write it. Got it? You notice I put parentheses around it because there's a difference between squaring negative 4 with parentheses around it and without it. Correct? So keep those parentheses. So negative 4 will do the 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes?
Mhm.
What do you notice about both of the degrees combined in every single term? What do they add up to be? 5. Why do they add up to be 5? Because that's what we're doing. Make sense?
Yeah.
Okay, so now that we have this, we just need to do the math to have it. Now, it took a minute, but is it still better than multiplying how many times and combining my terms?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, is the Pascal's triangle pretty quick to construct? Yeah, even if I had to go up to 12, probably wouldn't take me very long to do. It goes pretty quick. Okay, so let's see. So negative 4 to the 0 is 1. And this is all multiply. Everyone understands that, right? So this is times 1. And so this is just 1 times 1, so I just get x to the 5th.
Yep.
Okay. Well, then here, negative 4 to the first is negative 4 times 5 is
Negative 20.
negative 20, x to the fourth.
Yep.
And then negative 4 squared is 16 times 10 is
160.
160, x to the third. And then, so negative 64, right? Is this where knowing squares and cubes is going to help me also?
Yeah.
Yeah, or sometimes you're going to have to do some side math. Yeah. Okay, so I get negative 640 x squared,
128.
and then I get,
Thanks.
no, 16 squared is 256, isn't it? Because 4 times 4 is 16. So this would be 256
That's what I meant.
times 5, and it's going to be positive, yes? So that'd be 0, carry a 3, so 8, carry a 2, 1,280. X to the, x to the
Or nothing.
first, not nothing.
Oh, wait, yeah, that's 1.
Okay, and then, well, this is 1, correct? Okay, well, I have, and this is what's nice about writing this here. I've got to go to the fifth now, so can't I just multiply this by 4?
Yeah.
And it's going to be negative? Okay, so then we've got 4, carry a 2, 2, carry a 2, 1,024? Okay, so do you think that was faster than multiplying all those out?
Yeah.
Definitely, yes. And some things do I have? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0? Yes. What do you notice about your signs? They're alternating. When you have a negative, they are always going to alternate, but don't do it. The math will do it. Do you see how our math gave our positive and negative? You don't worry about it
Till the end.
till the end. Make sure that you've alternated. Okay? If you ever have 2 negatives in a row, are you wrong?
Some ways.
Yes. Okay. This only works with what are these? What is this? What's the characteristic of those? No. No. It has 2 terms. What is it? If it has 2 terms, they're all polynomials, but if it has 2 terms, what? 2 terms?
You know, this is Mondays.
No, you say it.
I'm crying. My heart is
Was it on the
breaking.
thing?
Huh?
Hold up.
Is it quadratic?
No, it's not quadratic.
I don't know.
Wait, what?
Say it.
Binomial.
It's a binomial.
We said it.
Okay. Okay. This is binomial expansion. So it only works with what? Binomials. It does not work with trinomials. Don't try it. It doesn't work. No.
No.
No. Okay. So this is your homework today. So we need to do it.
None.
Okay.
Not at all.
Let's just stop. It's binomial expansion. Do not write this down. That would confuse you if you wrote that on your paper, correct?
No.
Okay. So it's binomial expansion. It's the binomial theorem. It says that I use that row of the Pascal's triangle to get my coefficients. That's what that C is. Okay. And it's C. Well, they didn't write it like that. Evidently, they wait till calculus to write it like that. So we have C sub 0, 1, 2, 3. So if we started at row 0, I hit up, not down. I started at row 0, yes? So this is row 0. This is term 0. So this is C sub 1, 0. This is C sub 1. This is C sub 2. So it's row 2, and technically it goes from 0 to 2. Make sense? So this would be row 5, and this would be C sub 0, C sub 1, C sub 2, C sub 3, C sub 4, C sub 5. So again, if you had C 5, choose 3. Okay? So we're in what row? 5. And we want the third term. But it doesn't start with 1, it starts with 0. So if I ask you how many ways, if I gave you 5 things, you could choose 3 of them differently. Like you could make pairs of 3. Does that make sense? So you would go 0, 1, 2, 3. How many ways can I do it? 10.
That'd be different.
So if I 5 choose 5,
It'd be one.
it'd be 1 because you have 5 things. How many ways can you choose one of them or all 5 of them? 1. Okay. What about 5 choose 0?
That'd be one.
1 because there's only one way you can choose 0 things out of 5, right? So that's what this is also used for. So it has lots of uses. So we have this, and I think it's all I have are like. Why is it jumping around everywhere? Okay. So did you guys do up to the 7th row? Okay. So let's.
I'll do it.
Okay, do it real quick. Okay, we're going to start with B. I think A is basically what we just did, yes? Okay, what's different about A and B? What's different? It's what?
One square.
Yeah, well, on B, my first term is squared, isn't it? Okay, so I'm going to have to take that in consideration. So A is basically what we just did. I had 4 and 5, and they have 3 and 4. Same thing, okay? So, actually, I will change this, though. I'll change this to a 4. So we can do a different row number. Does that work?
Yeah.
Okay. So I have s squared plus 3 to the 4th. So the first thing you do is tell me your coefficient. So what is your row? I know it goes 1, 4,
6, 4, 1.
6, 4, 1. So those are my coefficients I'm going to do. 4, so how many coefficients do I have? 5. If it was a 10, how many coefficients would I have? 11. 1 more. Got it? Because we have that 0 term. You have that 0 term. Okay, so remember the first A powers go what? Down, and B powers go up. And you know when I say A, B, I'm talking about first term, second term, correct? Okay, so 1 s squared to the what? 4 times 3 to the 0. We always start at 0. 0 go up. Got it? Okay. Rule of thumb is always put everything that you're going to do in parentheses because then you won't ever forget to put them in. Does that make sense? Okay. Plus, what's my next coefficient? 4. First term is s squared to what power?
3.
3. And 3 to the first. Okay, next coefficient, 6. S squared to the second. And 3 to the second. Plus 4.
Squared. Third.
Nope. Go down. First. Okay. And 3 to the third. Okay, guys, remember each of these have to add up to what number? 4. So if Carson made the mistake and he said third and not first, when he went back and did his checking, he would get 6 there and not 4. So would it make, like every little check I can do along the way, will it save me some time in the end?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, last one, right? So, what is it?
1.
Mm-hmm.
The problem was I was writing 3.
To the 0. Oh, you were writing the 3 and saying, yep, I do it all the time. And 3 to the 4th. Okay, so we go through, make sure we got everything right. Check for your 1, 6, 4, 1.
6,
Do you have 1, 4, 6, 4, 1?
4, 3, 2, 1.
And you have 4, 3, 2, 1. Or you could just add them, right? You could just add them.
Yeah.
So 4 and 0 is 4, 3 and 1 is 4, 2 and 2 is 4, and 0 and 4 is 2. Okay?
0 and 4 is 2.
Just
Uh,
don't question. Don't question.
See, 0 and 4 is 4. Okay, so are we ready to do the math?
No.
No.
Yes. Okay, so anything to the 0 power is
1,
1.
1,
So 1. So 1, 1, 1. So it's s to the
4th.
8.
Oh, yeah.
Multiply.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Oh, and these are all going to be plus because what? Everything's positive, right? So that's nice not to have to worry about that. So 3 to the first is 3. 3 times 4
12.
is 12. S to the
5th. No.
6th.
I added.
Okay. So then plus 3 squared is
9.
9. 54. S to the 4th. That is a 4. Looks kind of like a 9, doesn't it?
7,
What?
27.
27.
And then,
So 8 carry to 108.
yeah.
S to the 2nd.
Plus.
Well, this is 1, right? And Dylan said it, 81. What do you notice about your powers of S, guys?
They're in order from
From biggest to least, right?
They go down by 2.
It goes down by 2. Should they always go down by the same amount? Yes. If they don't, did you accidentally add them once instead of multiply them? So do you have checks along the whole way?
yeah.
Yeah. Not too bad, is it?
No, I don't like it.
Why?
Can we start now?
Do you want to go to like one that's like
No.
I'm kind of worried. I want
I'm worried about myself.
Like D.
yeah, let's do D and then you can start, okay? You could do D on your own.
No.
No?
No.
No.
Okay. So first thing, if you want to do it on your own, do it on your own. Don't pay attention to us. Okay, what's the first thing I'm going to do?
Let me write it down for
Oh, it's 2C plus D
I
to the
mean,
6th.
Sixth row.
6th row,
That'd be 1, 6, 15, 20, 15, 6, 1.
15, 20, 15, 6. So I count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, that's right. Always count. Like, it's not going to take me too much time to count to 7, right? Okay, so A is 2C. So that the whole thing is 2. The whole thing is A, yes? So what am I going to write? Or do you want me to just say it? Or you guys going to do it? What are you going to do? Lily, what am I going to write? What's my coefficient? What's my coefficient? What's the first one? You just wrote them down. What's the first one?
Oh, 1.
1. Don't make it hard. Okay, 1,
I'm gonna struggle through this.
2C to the 6th
Plus D to the 0.
times
Or times, yeah.
D to the 0 plus, what are all my signs going to be?
Positive.
Positive Y.
Because they're all, it's in the problem.
Right. And now my next coefficient is 6, 2C to the 5th, D to the 1st, because it's going up. Plus, next coefficient, 15, 2C to the, and D to the, plus 20, 2C to the 3rd, and D to the 3rd, plus 15,
Why does this take so much room?
2C to the 2nd, and D to the 4th. And I mean, it just does, and I've never found a good way to stack it. Does that make sense? Okay, so I'm just going to have to come to the bottom down here. Okay, then I get 15, and now I got 6. 2C to the 1st, and D to the 5th. I quit putting parentheses because D's by itself, and I was running out of room. Probably would have had more room if I didn't do it from the beginning. And then 1, 2c to the 0, d to the 6th. Now, do I have to write this d to the 0 at the beginning and the c to the 0, 2c to the 0 at the end?
I mean, yeah,
Do-
kinda.
well,
Just
you don't have to, but should you have to know it's there, right? So just going. Okay, so you guys simplify and I'll simplify and we better get the same thing.
Hope so.
Oops.
That's not what I have.
I'm gonna break.
Oh, I know what I did.
Did you find it?
There's
I didn't square the two.
Oh, yep, you got to square it. Yeah, you got to, well, it'd be the 6th.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you got, that's why it's important to put those parentheses on there. Wait, something, no. 16, why did I put 16 again? That's 2 cubed is not 16. Mine goes up. How'd it go?
It was there.
You're just looking at me. Lily, what went wrong?
I just looked at yours.
Why did you just look at
I'm
mine?
not about to do all that.
It's not that. Guys, was the math really that bad?
Yes.
No.
No.
It's just,
I don't like this math.
The squaring
just-
is.
I'd rather go back to yesterday's.
You just got to do it. It's 2s. It's 2s and 3s. The numbers are going to be fairly small. Hopefully they are in your homework. Definitely on the test. There will be 2, 3s, 4s. 2 up to, like, 2 to the 6th isn't bad because 2 to the 3rd is 8. And you know 8 squared, correct?
No.
64.
dang, almost got it.
And 2 to the 8th, you can do that. 2 to the 4th is 16. 16 squared is 256.
Dang.
Okay, powers of 2, I can expect you to do up to about 10.
Can we just go back to square?
Because you'd have to do 32 squared. You'd have to work that out, but that's not hard. If 3 times 2, I think you can do. And 3 times 3, I think you can do. But anyway, so that is your homework today. You're going to be using Pascal's triangle. I want you to construct one again. Don't use the one in your homework. Don't use the one in your notes because on the test, one of your problems is going to be to construct it. Does that make sense? So construct one, make sure you have it right before you use it on your homework. Unless you will never get anything right.